Hey YouTube and horror fans, this is Matt with You and Your Horror Movies here, and I'm doing my first movie review, so I hope you enjoy. And the movie I'm going to be reviewing is Billy Zane starting in The Mad. This is a very interesting horror comedy. Pretty much, pretty much mad cow disease that turns people crazy. Pretty much what it is, you have this redneck farm who delivering this weird tainted meat to a local redneck cottage country food eatery distillery deal, and the guy doesn't say much. He's just here, take my meat. So they take the meat and they start cooking it, and it just looks weird. Has like this weird green glow to it. Well, anyway, we introduce Billy Zane, who is a doctor with his going on a vacation with the family. He's got his daughter. He's got his daughter's boyfriend and his Billy Zane's girlfriend that he's seeing. He plays a doctor in this movie, and they do a stop at this redneck area, and they go to this eatery to sit down and have some lunch because they're on their way to a cottage. And of course, his girlfriend there wants to stay the night, spend some time, stay out of the car. So pretty much what happens is people are ordering food. He wants to order the meat. He's like, it's a big special hamburger patties from a local farmer market. So he's like, okay. Then we pan off to the farmer where he's feeding the cattle. Now the cattle is eating this weird green liquid that he supposedly ordered off the internet. Yeah. So of course the cows start going a little crazy. You can hear them all mooing and hitting each other, just not acting right. Well, anyway, zap back to the restaurant. And all of a sudden, people are having the burgers, and the waitress comes out and says, we're out of food for the beat. What else do you want? Then they order some more food. Daughter gets all pissed off because she doesn't like Billy Zane's girlfriend. She's arguing with her boyfriend, arguing with Dad. Dad saying, he's a doctor. He used to be a musician in a band from the 80s from high school called The Mad. So they have all this weird shit in it. But she's all pissed off, she leaves. So it's pretty much Billy Zane, his girlfriend, and the girlfriend's the daughter's boyfriend. Anyway, people start dropping in the restaurant. There's a couple that all dressed the same. They got the brown overalls, the blue plaid, and they're all dressed exactly together. They keel over. Kid in the back keels over, and the dad goes, "Is there a doctor in the house?" Of course, Billy Zane turns around, looks around, and says, "Is there a waitress in the house?" So, come to find out, these people are being infected by this whatever chemical that was infected the burgers. And then later on, the people come back to life and they start attacking people. And they, one guy the kid stabs his dad in the neck with some kind of knife. Another zombie kills another person, and well, they don't say it's a zombie, but they say it's the diseased people. They actually have an argument in this movie, and are these people zombies? Zane's like, these people are just infected. They're like, well, if you're infected, you're dead, then you're a zombie. Well, maybe they ate the food and just became a zombie. So they go through this whole ordeal. And it's kind of funny on how they go through this setup. So pretty much, they're in this restaurant. You got Billy Zane, the boyfriend. Some of the main characters are starting to get knocked off, like Zane's girlfriend. And the restaurant owner and his daughter. And of course, they've been smoking weed the whole entire time. The guy's like, I don't care. Smoke some joints. Smoke some weed. Have fun. So, of course, everyone's smoking weed except for Zane because he's like, I need to keep someone with a stable mind. And, of course, everyone's laughing that he doesn't believe that these are zombies, that these are actually people that need to be saved. And everyone's like, yeah, okay. And they start laughing. And they're like, whatever. So, pretty much, there's a lot of funny shit going on in this film. A lot of 80s references. The father, Zane, was dressed up in a bit of the 80s. Like I said, he was in a band from high school. He used to play drums. The band was called The Mad. And the daughter's boyfriend's in a band. They're both drummers, so they start talking drumming, and they're trying to. The boyfriend didn't really want to come to this gathering, but she brought him along, and now he's trying to make good amends with the father, and it's awkward. They have a lot of these awkward moments. So then they're fighting the zombie. Well, they're fighting the diseased. Because they never really call them zombies, but they do call. It's kind of like a zombie film because these people are mooing for one. They're foaming at the mouth. They got these weird motions. You know how zombies did the whole weird walk, but they're instead of growling, they're and they're acting like cows. So it's like a whole spoof on the mad cow disease. So Zane's trying to figure out where this is coming from. So he talks to the restaurant owner and says, "Well, I got it from the local butcher." So he's trying to figure out, okay, how these people got infected. They go into the kitchen and there's a meat patty on the ground that's growing, well, not growing, but it's bubbling green shit, and it's just weird. Zane's like, "Give me the biggest bowl possible," and of course the daughter gives him this little small hand-sized bowl. He's like, "All right." Before he captures it, it attacks the boyfriend. Okay, we're getting attacked by meat. He's all screaming, and that's the meat patty's trying to eat him. Ugh. Funny shit. So they figure out the meat is tainted. So now they have to go to the guy's farm, which I forgot what it's called. And, and pretty much Zane and his daughter are left. I'll just say that. People get knocked off in some weird, funny ways. But they're trying to stop whatever the infection is from this farmer's special sauce, pretty much, that the cows are eating. So when the cows get killed and butchered, they're turned into the meat. So now turning people into mad cows. So of course they're driving along. He has an epiphany that he's no longer this doctor. He's more of, you know what, fuck it. I'm a rocker. I've always been a rocker. You know what? I'll be a doctor on my own time, but I'm gonna be a rocker. And then of course he runs out of gas. She's all pissed off, and they finally find the barn. So they're trying to figure out, okay, where's the farmer? And they find his son, and the son's acting a little weird, but he's says, "Okay, let me get a flashlight. Let's go to the barn, find my paw." Yeah, Paul's in the barn, starting to get a little infected. Got a knife, captures the daughter, and the son goes after Zane, saying, "Don't shut us down. We had issues with our meat. If we lose our meat, we'll lose everything. My paw is sick. He needs help." So pretty much, he also now had this weird ass redneck family in the midst, paw and son. Yeah. Now, here's another funny part in the movie. The meat that's tainted is actually alive too, and it actually attacks. Paw becomes infected and starts biting the son. The meat attacks the son and Paw, and Zane's like, "Well, they kill the meat, they eat the meat, but now the meat's eating them. So now you got killer meat." Huh. Just all weirdness. This movie it's funny. It's a very cool, it's not a zom-com. It's more of just a horror comedy, but it's spoofed on the whole, mad cow disease. And the cows are all mooing, being shit batshit crazy. But I found this movie very fun. This is the unrated. I have never found the rated version, but I don't give a shit. I always want unrated. It comes with making of the mad and the deleted scene. The deleted scene's boring. I'm like, what is this? But the making has some pretty cool. It's got an interview with Billy Zane, the director John Calangus, a couple Maggie Castle, and there's a couple other actors that are interviewed. I got an interview with the guy that did the special effects, making of the monsters. It was pretty interesting. So there's not much going on here in the back for special features. It only has a couple things, but overall, I found this dirt cheap. I think I got it for like $3.99 or $4.99. So I definitely had to pick it up. I seen it before a while back, and I thought, you know what, let me give it a shot. So if you definitely see this film and you're in the mood for a good laugh, definitely pick this one up. I thought they did a great job. Uh, Definitely some puns on the '80s rock bands. Some guy Zane's dressed up from the '80s. The daughter's like, "Oh hey, Depeche Mode. You better check your. Did you leave any bangles behind?" And the Culture Club's calling you back. Corny shit. So definitely get this one called. This one is The Mad. It's got Billy Zane. It's a fun movie. All right. So I hope this review was helpful at all. This was my first one, so I apologize. For the lighting is pretty shitty. Got bad bulbs. Like, subscribe below. Please let me know how I'm doing, and I would really like to hear from you guys. And I'm gonna do some more updates on some more movies I got, and some more reviews on some other movies that I've got in my collection there. Thank you very much, guys, and have yourself a good night. Peace.